Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bash, me, Shah, Bash, Marika, Kodash, Divine to the apostles, bishops, elders, great millstone. This is going to be a short lesson straight into the point, dealing with, continuing, to stay, so to speak, tucked in and put away from the things of this world. This is October 31st, a pagan holiday, Halloween, which people go out and trick-or-treating, which it all goes back into, wickedness and sorcery and rituals and things of that nature. But trick-or-treating and, Eve and women in general, not just Eve. A lot of these Edomite women as well, dress up as sluts and men, dress up as well. It's just a whole, evil slut fest and, and all that, man. But as far as the men of the Lord, on the flip side, we're continuing to depart, as the scripture said, rise and depart from this world, because it will leave you with a sore destruction, because it's polluted. This is, you would think people would stay away and shun this day, but people gravitate more towards it. Why? Because this place is in an evil state. It's nothing but carnality and death. So get this in Matthew 6. Matthew 6 and verse 33, it says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh Shah and his righteousness, and all the things shall be added unto you." It says, take therefore no thought for the morrow. It's like for all the back noise. But it says, take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. And that's right, man. Right now we gotta continue to seek, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and seek, out of the book, man, which is gonna give us, life. It's gonna give us eternal, salvation, man, immortality, because the things of this world, you seeking the things of this world is of this world. And as the scriptures say, this fashion, the fashion of this world passeth away. Everything's going to be melted, with fervent heat. But the new world to come, the from righteousness, is going to be ruled, in that state of righteousness forever. And nothing is going to pass from that, man. Everything is going to be made new, the newness of life, as the scriptures say, man. You won't have these pagan days, man. There's no such thing as no damn Halloween or Christmas or any, Easter and all this pagan ass shit, man. It's gonna be the high holy kind. It's gonna be the high holy days and things of that nature, man. So I just wanted to make that quick point, continuing to seek after the things, of what? Of life, man. Like I said, you would think people would stay away from this day because of how plainly, evil it is, but, people gravitate more towards it because this place is evil. This place, loves, Eve loved to be whores and show themselves as sluts, and things of that nature, man. Jake loved to go out on this day and commit all types of crimes and party and, the Halloween parties and get drunk and smoke weed and all that shit, man. But as far as the men of the Lord, you fierce and sisters, yeah, it's just another day, man, to hasten the day, another day to curse out this wicked, society and ask, and beg the Lord to destroy this place, man. Because we want the kingdom. We want everything to be beautified. We tired of living in Babylon the Great, man. There ain't gonna be no righteous Babylon the Great. No, this place has to burn, because it's a whore, and that's rightful judgment. This place gonna be a thing of the past, man. We ready to actually enjoy, earth, man. All of the fruits physical fruits as well as just, metaphorically speaking, all of the treats that this world that, earth that Yahweh Shemel Shai created or what it has to offer. But with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai Shemar Kakodash, the ones to the apostles, bishops, elders, great ministers, the world and teacher. Shalom. To all the sister I can push and truth on faith throughout the four corners of the earth, detailed by the Bible, Shalom.